everyone, welcome one and all. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the Wobbly Player Syndrome podcast. It's only 93 episodes in. I almost forgot what it was called. Off to a grand start as always. The professionalism is just always going up, up and up. Then crash and burn and wonder what we did with our lives. It's great. Speaking of lives, we have three other people here. We've got Radio Mike.
Hey.
We got Safe Work Mark.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, we got Adam. Oh, we have to come up with
I don't know. You dropped out.
Oh, did I?
I'm guessing it was me. Yes. Hello. I was waiting for Michael. I was waiting for Mark to go ho ho, and I would go he he.
Very good. Very good. And of course,
that would take far too much organisation.
Organisation. We don't know how to do that. What are we doing here tonight? What? Oh, sorry, it's a podcast. Yeah! Hope everyone's doing well. This is a Warhammer 40k podcast. We don't play anything else online and tell you about anyway. And we're going to talk about GW tonight and how they're doing. That's right. Are you okay, Games Workshop? Are you okay? We are having a bit of fun at Games Workshops. At Games Workshop, it's a lot of fun. But it is a serious question for Are You Okay? And there was a link up there, and it is serious. Do have a conversation with people that you know, especially ones you haven't spoken to for a while or seen for a while. Always check on them. Have the conversation. Right. Let's get to the silly stuff. We'll quickly... Wait, noise in my ear. Thank you very much for the resub. What's that? 61 months. Outrageous. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it as always. Pronto Hill, thank you for the resub. 60 months. Oh, you missed one. Thank you.
I think I did. I don't know how.
Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. I'll still take the money. I mean, thank you for your support. Alright, we are going to get into our normal stuff. I do want to send a reminder for people that the survey is still open for your say on the podcast itself. The link did not pop up. That's awesome. So while Radio Mike is going to tell us about the new releases, I'm going to fix that up.
Alrighty. The theoretical first thing that put on my new release list hasn't bloody come out because it's been delayed in Australia. The Crux Terminatus box. Then we got like the new Marnius Calgar because of course we needed a new Marnius Calgar. It is Kato Sicarius, the Victrix Honor Guard, a bunch of upgrade kits for Ultramarines, the Combat Patrol dice. There was a new Archon model came out. Yes. Apparently.
Yes, it was in the kit.
And there was a bunch of... I thought he came out a while back. There was the Chaos Marine repacks of like the Legionnaires, the Guardsmen, and the Enforcers from Kill Team. There was the Christmas Red Gobbo 10 Boy thing.
Oh my god.
Then we got like...
It's an awesome looking model. And then I saw the price. I went, how about you go get stuffed?
It's like, no thanks.
Mm.
Then we got like Space Marine stuff. So we got Canok Var and the Iron Hands and White Scars Combat Patrols. They are respective dice. We got the Jump Pack Captain with a Relic Shield. We got the Harlequin Combat Patrol. And theoretically, the Blood Bowl went up for pre-order, which I was very excited for. But God knows when it's going to actually arrive.
Yeah, no bolters. We don't care.
Oh, there can be.
And how about that new Terminator one, the big Crux? That was the good one.
Yeah, there is absolutely no fucking time so far on when that's actually going to come out. Yeah, you just get it's been delayed in Australia. Any idea when? Nah.
And what color are they?
They're all Space Marines are blue.
They're all just different shades of blue. That's it. Yeah.
Yes. We had a pile of announcements, but they're not actually out.
Well, we won't bother with them.
Good idea. The Space Wolf Kill Team out?
I don't know. You're the Space Wolf guy.
I don't know.
There is a bunch of stuff that has gone up for pre-order, but that's fairly recently.
Yeah,
I don't think it's actually
pre-order this week.
arrived yet.
Yeah, I did pick
Yeah,
up
there was a bunch of
Drakari
Kill Team
combat
stuff.
box.
The Dead Silence, the Space Wolf Kill Team. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up for pre-order, but it hasn't come out yet.
No.
Yeah, we don't talk about them. Yeah.
Greg sends me back to the mines if I talk about the pre-orders too much.
It's true. It's true.
No, I was just wondering whether or not they came out.
He's trying to trap you now, Michael. Just a bit of bait. Is it there?
Zing! No bite.
No bite. Fair enough. Okay, cool. So there's been a fair bit of stuff that's come out. As I said, I picked up some Drakari stuff. I'm actually enjoying Drakari at the moment. Hence the shirt. Yay! It's good.
I noticed they got some new cultist, like trader guardsmen, and they don't have tactical rocks.
Oh, so they're the old
that's
Tactical Guardsmen, but released again, I think.
Yeah, that's the Kill Team, which I think was mostly... Was that mostly the Blackstone Fortress
Yeah, it was.
guys?
So they've gone through their 3rd edition release.
Yeah, that box keeps getting reused, but they're cool looking models.
Cool models,
Yeah, they look great. And nobody looks like they're tripping over.
Yet.
Mate, if you trip over, you get promoted to captain. Come on. That's what's happening.
That's how you get your power armor.
Yeah, it's
That's how it works.
So if you didn't know, Warhammer GW did have their preview last Saturday. A lot of technical difficulty beforehand and during it. It was hilarious to watch. And there has been some announcements with Warhammer 40k. I want to talk more about that when we get to the topic of the day, because I found it funny when they're saying, look at all this shiny stuff and it's available, and that's the funny part. It's hilarity. Don't lose your seat. Don't move. Make sure you stay true to that one. Right, let's get the other things out of the way so we can then talk about and make sure we check on Games Workshop to make sure they are okay. What do we do first? Hobby? Yeah, we're doing hobby anyway. Adam, you're up.
Oh, am I? So, I had a very productive, I'm going to call last week a very productive last week on painting. I successfully painted almost 1,000 points of Space Wolves. And for the first time, I've actually based them as well. So they are officially finished, boys and girls. So consisted of 2 squads of Thunderwolf Cavalry, a squad of 10-man Grey Hunters, Blood Claws, a character, Arjax, I think I finished him, plus a squad of Warfen, Head Takers. I was really busy. And then when I looked at my list and I went, oh crap, I've got to finish another more of them. So yeah, I've got about 6 models left, and that'll be my 2,000 points. But I'm quite happy with the way that they how they have no friends. They're all redheads.
Yeah, it's all our friends out there who are redheads. He means it. All right, moving on. Hobby night. Hobby night. It's me. I did some stuff. As I said, I picked up the Drakari box. So I have done an Archon. It's the older Archon, because that's the Combat Patrol that didn't have the new one, of course. Lady Malice is done. I had to try and get these done very quickly for a streamed match for the new Codex. My version of Drazar. It's not the official one, but I think he looks cool and menacing. We did finally finish Armin on his disc. I had a lot of people ask me how I did the cloak. So you can actually see how I did the cloak on YouTube. I actually put together some stream bits so you can actually see. Ooh, he used a brush. I know. Spoiler alert. Sorry, folks. But there it is. So you can check that out on YouTube and you'll be able to see step by step how I did the cloak. We did some Incubi, and I also did a Ravager, which is not taken the photo of because I think I'm missing the pilots. So it'll drive with AI, right? It'll be fine. It's the Tesla of Drakari vehicles. It's going to be fine. As long as it's got the music to it. Cowbell. That's what it needs. It needs a cowbell. All right. I'm going over to Radio Mike now. But wait, there's going to be a surprise. But here's Radio Mike. He's doing things big.
Yeah, I mean, I've mostly just been trying to chuck paint on random Imperial Knights that I had just sitting around undercoated. So just kind of putting a bit on a bunch of different guys. Not sure what I've put up pictures of. I was working on the Defender, the Styrex, the fucking brain just fell out of my head. The Lancer, the Porphyrion, the Preceptor. I think tonight I was working on armigers, but I don't know if I've put any pictures up of
No,
the
armatures
armigers.
and those ones. Just the big boys.
Yeah.
And then one random
Although the
vampire-looking thing.
Porphyrion's getting pretty close, actually. He's probably the closest. Oh yeah, and I was also painting the Vargeist for my vampire team.
Yeah. He snuck in there too.
Yes, because Blood Bowl.
Yeah. Don't know. Oh, that's hobby night. Oh, hobby progress is done. We've got no more, do we? No more?
I think we do.
What? Who said that? Not you. You've got something to show off.
Well, it's not much, but you know,
no, it deserves full screen credit here. Mark has got some hobby progress.
Yeah, my 3-year-old came and harassed me until I went and put down the first layer of wash on my last Carnifex. So the painting has, I guess, officially resumed. So I expect that he'll continue harassing me because he does actually want to see it fully painted. So
Nice.
three-year-old's quite a taskmaster.
I know that feeling. I think mine were about 3 when they decided to harass me into building all of the ironclads I had sitting around.
Yeah.
My son was like, I want to help you build dreadnoughts, Dad. It's like, what? He's like, build dreadnoughts. Okay. And he sat and watched me build dreadnoughts was how he helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when they were young, they were excited about painting, and then they painted. Oh, sorry, I like to say my youngest arted some orcs, not painted them, arted them because of interesting color choices were made. But who doesn't love a bright orange orc? Yeah. But that's very exciting. You put paint to the model.
Month and a half left.
Month and a half left. All right, we'll quickly move over to battle reports. We have one battle report, and then we have an event to talk about. The battle report first up is me running the Drakari versus Imperial Fist. So it's a new codex for me, and Imperial Fist for him. And he looks confused. We did play a game. He's trying to work it out. They're bright yellow marines, so I'm going to go with.
I know they're bright yellow marines. I don't remember the score.
It was actually closer than expected because normally, if anyone watches me play Drakari, they are expected to see a 400 to 1 score line.
Let's see, games. Loss.
So the last time I played against was a 60-point loss with my Drakari. This time, it was only a 12-point loss to the Drakari.
Yeah, but you're facing Empress Children last time, so it wasn't that far. It wasn't.
Points. I'm taking that as a win. I'm loving the new book.
I'm
keen to play them again. Now, if anyone's watched most of these episodes and ever caught me talking about Drakari, they'll understand that me saying I'm excited about Drakari, I can't wait to play them, is very out of character. That's how good the book is.
I have been wondering who you are and what you did with Greg.
I've been looking at purchasing more.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was good fun.
Space Force for Drakari.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try and do this weekend if we're lucky, if we get time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I've got it. I do have the small list built.
So just as soon as I closed the door, the dog decided to want to go out. Now I've opened it up.
It's what they do.
No, I'm going to stand behind you and make you guess. It's kind of great. All right, so we have one other battle report. Now this battle report is based on a tournament that most of us attended recently. This was the Wobbly Player Cup tournament. It was very exciting. It was a tournament run by a very professional tournament organizer. Well, me.
Player packs and everything.
Yeah, player packs and everything. I tried to make it as even as possible. I even created a GPT agent so I could get rid of any sort of bias because I was also competing. It all worked well. So now the dog's finally walked out.
Yeah, but one of those, when you asked it, it said whatever Greg said is correct.
No, clearly it didn't listen because when I said to it, when you're doing the first round lineups, try and avoid people who play against each other all the time. So please try not get myself up against Adam, Anthony up against Chris, and Nathan versus John. So my first match was against Adam. So that worked well. But we had 6 forces show up. Which is great. I took Salamanders, yes, with a Redeemer after being guilted not having it in my list at the start. I'm an easily confused individual. We had Eldari, which I beat. I was so happy. Sorry, Chris. We had... tell us about your Emperor's Children list, Adam.
2 demons with Demon Princes of Wings, a Lord Cacophonist, and a squad of Tormentors. And that was the list.
Did you say the Keeper of Secrets?
Oh, and a Keeper of Secrets,
Yeah,
yes.
I was going to say.
Which is not... And a Demonettes, which... Keeper of Secrets is not that scary. It's just got a high toughness. And that's what makes people... It's scary. It's not that scary. Yeah. But everyone goes, I'm really petrified of your list. Really? You take the demons out and I'm down.
I did take out the demons, and yeah, you were done.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
I've faced them before.
Yeah, either the list was going, as I said, either the list was going to be absolutely smash or be smashed.
Yeah.
And I was be smashed.
But we also had, again, not only did you put paint on a model, but you actually played not 1, not 2, but 3 games of 40k. Mark, what did you bring along?
Well, I brought along my 1,000 points of Tyranids. I mean, I lost valiantly. I blared all over everything. But I really, really scared some people with that Tyrannofex. Like turn 1, Dreadnought Dreadnought destroyed. I didn't get the explosion. And then the second turn, he turned around and then blew up a transport immediately. And then from then on, he was like target number 1 of everything. Yeah. And I think with the second game, Nathan and I kind of got the red mist and completely forgot that we were supposed to be playing for objectives and stuff, and just kind of went like full orky on it. And it was turn 2 or 3 that we remembered that we actually had objectives that we were supposed to be drawing and doing, which was lots of fun. Really, really good fun. Tyranids, I mean, I don't have the Tyranids that are the meta, so it was sort of Gene Stealers, Gaunts, Gants, Broodlord, and some Zoanthropes and stuff thrown in there. And it was kind of a miracle if I got past about turn 3. So, but it was was epic, an epic 3 turns.
Nice. And the other faction that represented, there was the Dark Angels. There was Nathan didn't bring his orcs. He actually decided to paint a full new army for that in the colours of the size of the Emperors.
I was going to say, it's not a surprise that the size of the Emperor got distracted by the Tyranids.
Yeah, fair enough. I was running as Imperial Fists, but they still look good. What army have I missed? No, that's all of them. The Eldari was the other one. So I did make it to the top table to play against the unbeaten Dark Angels. But no, I not only lost, I lost bad. So bad, I didn't even get second place. I got third place with the 2-1. I went, oh my god, how? How did that happen? But yeah, oh well. I had a lot of fun. I think it also would have looked funny if I organised the event and won the event. Trust me. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll do that at a regular event. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. it did shake up the ladder too. Yeah. Michael is very concerned he may actually lose the wooden spoon.
It's a prestigious award.
Well, you're now
It
the
is.
favourite. Yeah. So there you go, betting agencies. Not that we condone that, so I'm not going to finish that. yeah. Yeah, so that was good. I enjoyed that. All right, I got all our normal stuff out of the way. Want to add anything else? No, good.
You're giving me flashbacks to all those freaking sports betting ads whenever I try to watch the Formula One. Ad breaks where it's just nothing but sports betting ads.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not start
Fucking the
that
Brazil-
rant, because I could
Ooh.
go for a while on that one.
Yeah.
For what doesn't go for a long time, it's a small break that we're about to have before we go into the main topic of Are You OK Games Workshop. So hold on to
Which,
your
unlike
hats.
the ads we're complaining about, is not paid, Twitch.
Correct. Here it goes.
In the grim darkness of the far future, your wardrobe is probably pretty boring. Fear not. Red Belly has unleashed a range of grimdark merch, perfect for hobby nights, battle reports, and every roll of the dice. Show your colours, wear your war stories, and help support the word of Wobbly Player syndrome. Join the cause, wear the legend, scan the QR code, or check the links in the description. Forge your style.
Different ad.
They're just,
We don't talk about
yeah, they
ads
just
here.
don't let you block things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't block things. Don't do it. Unless you're playing cricket. It's probably a good idea.
You know you want to.
Yes. Right, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the long break and all refreshed, raring to go. Because we are going to check on Games Workshop. They've doing a few things recently that have made us question their sanity. We'll go with that. So, in the comments while we are live, please add what you think they've done a bit strange in the last couple of months, because we feel there's been a few things, enough to make an episode on a podcast about it. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, Games Workshop. Is this what's this a picture of? Is it a giraffe? Is it a lion?
It's a
What's this
bolter.
display?
GW Rorschach
It's a
test.
It's an ultramarine. Yeah.
Games Workshop. It's like, why did you bring in an entire booklet of pictures of you shagging my mother?
With Gilman standing in the background.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
Whilst Gilliman sits in the cuck chair going,
All right, so the new topic of the episode is, Michael, are you okay?
I don't have any videos of Gilliman slowly clapping whilst he watches someone clap his mother.
Right. Let's move on. After a roaring start there. Okay.
Yes.
So, I think there's been a few things. We know... sorry, let me try that again. We know that 11th edition is coming. We know that they're going to try and fill in time before that happens. We're expecting probably 6 months for it to drop around, roughly, very roughly, maybe 8 months, mid next year.
Seems to be the general belief, yeah.
Yeah. And some of the actions they've had since we sort of all worked that out has gone, why are you doing that? I think one of the biggest one is on the Games Workshop community site, where they're now releasing articles on how to play 10th edition for the last 6 months.
Yeah, it's freaking weird, isn't it?
Yeah. How to do the shooting phase. Learn it now so you can forget it in 6 months.
Well, that directly ties in to the new expansion that they've announced.
No, the 500.
Which, probably the purpose of the expansion, much like, Psychic Awakening, is to transition to the new edition. But the one they've picked is, we're going to tie it in to this really popular video game to bring new people into the game system. And they're bringing in new people into the game system in the dying hours of an edition.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, but it gets their money in for the last bit, and then
I guess
oh,
they
sorry,
buy
you
10.
just bought it.
Yeah, and then now you're gonna have to buy 11th Ed.
Yeah, but that's like a real fucking dick move, and that's going to piss people off. Like,
Oh.
people get mad every time there's a new edition, but people who have
I've-
just bought in,
I've,
like that Christmas,
I've never met a World Eaters player who's been mad about a Codex release.
Buy the codex. Yes, I can do it. 11th, everything. What? What?
At least the Drakari's got a couple of months to play, so yeah, we got our Codex.
Yeah, World Eaters had like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was terrible. You bring up a good point though, because we all know 11th edition is coming out, so I guess they would have some expectations that their sales will drop because people are on a holding pattern.
yeah.
I don't know
and-
if showing us the rules on how to play the edition we've been playing for the last 2.5 years, it's going to change next year. Helps.
Yeah,
that,
I feel like that's probably indicative of them being in a holding pattern. They're like,
Yeah.
well, shit, what else can we release?
Yeah.
You know, we need to produce the content TM. What content can we grind out that isn't related to the things that we're cock blocked on because we're waiting on the new edition?
It's almost like they feel like they've got to feed that attention cycle or something like that, or you know, people aren't
Well, yeah,
thinking
literally.
about them 24/7, so they've forgotten they exist.
They will have a media schedule
Well, yeah.
in place that they've got. We need to release something for 40k hit this time. We need to do AOS this time.
Yeah, they
They'll
need
have
to-
that
You need
rolled
to
out.
you need to hit your SMP targets.
Yeah.
You know.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh.
So they need to release something,
Yeah.
and if they've got 6 months before the new edition, they need to fill that 6 months with something that isn't the new edition.
I'm
And they got
reminded
to
of
bring out some
saying-
brand new thing every week.
But
I'm
yet again, I was thinking this when the fucking Crux Terminatus box come out. It's like, motherfuckers, like, you're releasing new units that need data sheets. Our Codex came out ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
you-
it's not just correct boxes and stuff like that, but the videos of how to play it, how to do shooting, painting tutorials. It's all those things that they've we've got to do this and then we've got to release it on this day because we're structured for this. So it's
Yeah.
more of a
It's Tuesday, my
structured
dudes. We
live.
need a 40k
Yeah,
article,
that's the
like
marketing
that kind of
campaign.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the way it
Yeah.
goes.
Now it's Wednesday.
Because
We
it
need an
keeps them
AOS
in the
article.
it keeps them in the news, it keeps them in the Google search engines, it keeps them in the number one,
As
you
I
know,
said,
things like that.
the whole thing reminds me of that saying where, a wise man speaks because he has something to say, a fool speaks because he has to say something.
Yeah.
And a company speaks because they need to fillet the algorithm.
Yeah,
Mm.
100%. And that, yeah, and it's just, we have to release something at this time every week or day or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's whatever that happens shit out.
Well, they'll have a marketing department. They've got their KPIs they're going to fill, and that's it's going to be part of it. They'll have their schedules. It's just a weird choice of what they brought. Instead of bringing out maybe lore
like
or
they've-
something, just how to play.
It's
just
like
seems
they've
the weirdest
become a
one.
YouTuber or something. Like like they're releasing on their own website. Like it's not like they have to really adhere to some of that stuff.
Yeah, but the stuff that comes out on their website gets pushed to all of their
Social
social
medias.
media.
Yeah.
So it is
Mm.
tied to the schedules they are expected to have in other media.
Yeah.
And then they redirect people to their website.
Maybe the question is social media ruining GW?
Let's not talk about social media. That's a different story again. Yeah. Excuse me.
The Australian government has entered the chat.
Oh.
Hey, we're all old enough.
Yes. Yeah, don't let me
Nope.
get sad on that. No. All right. So
Not by the IQ.
I'm not biting. Take your bait and shove it. All right, we talked about there bringing out some random stuff as well. The Crux Terminatus box set was okay. Jacob's just asking me to verify my age. Old. All right, I'm old. They're bringing out some new editions coming out. What are they going to do with releases in that 6 to 8 month period? They're going to be people going to buy? Are the people going to hold? It's totally what I wasn't going to ask before, but that's where I've gone now. What I was originally trying to ask. Yeah, go on.
They're they may actually, it may be less time than we think until the new edition, really, depending, because over the Christmas period they've got their Christmas battle boxes and stuff, so they're not too concerned about people not spending in that. But then it's going to be, what are they going to release between now and when the edition comes out? Because they're out of codexes to release.
So I think we do have a date for when it'll come out, because and it's purely based on the mission cards. They're meant to be a 12-month deck. So as soon as they came out, the 12-month clock started to when 11th is going to drop. So we still have a bit of time. If they
So when did they come out?
What time is it now?
Around August, I thought.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, so that's about that mid-year point, July, August. So that's when the clock started of the death knell, including the announcement of the 500 Worlds, which is the last campaign that happens before the end of every edition. We had Psychic Awakening. I keep calling it Bad Omens, but no, that's just a really good book. What was that called? Dark Omens?
Good Omens.
Good Omens is
Good Omens.
Yeah,
what are you thinking of?
Yeah.
We're thinking Arcs of Omens.
Arcs of Omens. That's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
Which released and vanished into thin air remarkably quickly.
Nothing.
They all do.
So the 500 is an interesting one. So that was announced properly after being leaked at the preview that happened on Saturday. So I mentioned, we'll talk about the Saturday release. That happened during the World Championship of Warhammer. World Championship, it wasn't just 40k. They decided to do it live. You know how we give them grief that they keep doing these previews and it's pre-recorded and go, what's the fucking point? So now we know what the fucking point is. They had
Live editing?
Oh my god, they had sound issues. They were able to talk about, I think it was the new one that you were excited about, but that's not even a dungeon crawler anymore. What's that one?
Oh, yeah, Warhammer Quest.
Warhammer Quest. They got to talk about Warhammer Quest, and then they realised that they had basically no sound, and then had a nice half-hour break of trying to fix it while everyone's going, what? What? Which then also meant every content after that had to be rushed because they didn't want to impact all the other stuff that's going on around it, World Championships. And they did finally get to 40k. I think I can think of one person who's happy. The Ultramarine guy.
I mean, that presumes that he buys new models.
This is not you, Mark. I'm just about Ultramarine players in general.
I haven't been a happy Ultramarine player since Primaris dropped.
It's fair point.
I mean, I've got the codexes and the models, but I'm not buying any more Marines. Get stuffed. No, I'm a NIDS player now.
Yeah. So that was launched, and it's just strange. I don't know. I find it quite a strange decision to bring out Captain Titus after how many months ago was Lieutenant Titus?
Yeah, that is weird. That's even faster kind of obsolescence than that time we had 2 Imperial Knights codexes within the 1 year.
Because the Titus model, the Lieutenant version, was this year, wasn't it? I remember us laughing about it falling over.
I've got no sense of time anymore. It feels like it was this year, but a lot of things feel like they were this year.
It was probably late last year, if anything.
Everything has been rather rushed, so
yeah.
The zone has been flooded.
And
it's very flooded. Oh my god.
And he comes with a whole lot of other people with him as well, including a whole group of officers, of human naval officers and stuff like that. The ones that the Imperial Guard used to be able to take that can't take anymore. But Titus can have them. So what? Hang on, what?
I think the funniest thing is I've seen the meme where the Space Marine goes, "I need a squad of men," and he goes, "I can give you 2."
Yeah. It looks
So
very nice
we were
looking model.
getting announcements that he was coming out in the next weeks 11 months ago. So he might have come out right at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was announced for the new 500 campaign. And the new Necrons. One new Necron, I think. Just one new Necron. He does look nice.
Wasn't there 2?
Was the character?
I thought there was 2.
Oh, well, you'll look that up. But the character does look very cool.
Could be tripping balls.
I do like the lore of the character, the Necron. He doesn't care about anything. He's just there to kill everything.
He's just here to fuck shit up.
Yep. Now, so okay, a preview, cool. So when do you reckon previews? When they announce things, when should they be out? When do you expect them out? And then I'll tell you when they are coming out. The new Satan.
Well,
that's the one that was leaked. It was the Satan, the Nightbringer. That was already leaked, and then it was previewed again.
Yes.
Given that GW does like the old drip feed, I would expect them to come out about 2 years after their
All right, so if I see a preview this November, when should I have to expect to see it? That's not when it will. When would you like to see it after you see a preview? Let's go that way.
I mean, you would expect that they'd release for Christmas, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, a major preview like this, I feel like it's usually between like 3 and 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah, Adam?
Because I know they're not going to do it for Christmas because Battle Box has already been there. But it'd be good around Easter, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already know the answer. But I would expect it around Easter because
I don't know the answer.
they're in the lull.
Yeah.
The Christmas is over. They need to get more money in, so they'll go over Easter. We'll bring the Easter Bunny Ultramarine.
Yeah. So the dates they actually used, they didn't use dates. They just said, an estimate's probably late winters, but probably early spring, maybe mid-spring. So that's our autumn. So that's our June, July.
Okay.
So that's 6 months. I think 6 months a bit long to
That
wait
is on the
for a
long
preview.
end. Yeah, especially. Oh well, I guess if we're expecting the end of the edition in about like late in the year.
Yeah, but wait, remember, the 500 campaign is purely based around the characters they just previewed.
So you have a campaign releasing by Christmas, and the models to play it after that. Okay.
I mean, I guess it depends.
Can anyone say World Eaters issue again?
It depends on what they're doing with the campaign. Like, if it's a worldwide campaign, you don't need the characters to play in a worldwide campaign. They could be trying to do the campaign leads up, and then at the end of the campaign, we release these guys so you can play your climactic battles of your campaign.
Yeah, so the campaign, they've got a map, and apparently stickers as well, so you can stick your progress on it and stuff. Very exciting. 80 pages of excitement. When they actually showed the live books on camera, the books were so thin, it was funny. I went, maybe if you put all 4 books together, it's 80 pages, but you got 1 book of lore, 1 book of campaign, 1 book of detachments. Why do you need a whole book of detachments?
You just reminded me of something that pissed me the fuck off about the Warhammer Quest release, which is another what the fuck are you guys doing kind of thing. That Warhammer Quest box, every previous fucking Warhammer Quest box has cardboard tiles for the dungeons, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what this new one has?
I do, but let you go on.
A hardcover book of fucking fold-out maps that are in the book. They don't come out.
Yeah.
You open the book, you flatten the book, and you play on that.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
then
the
you
Underworld's
turn
map.
to the map. It looks fucking stupid. It's never going to work. You can't get a book to sit flat like that.
It's very true.
Is it at least on the centerfold so that you could maybe
more than
pop
one
it
map.
out to Staples or something?
So,
or...
but their implication seems to be that you can just turn it to the right page and flatten it down and play on that, which is ridiculous.
That
it's
is a
such
good
bad
idea,
design.
Scary. like the person who came up with that idea evidently has not read a book.
So what do we say?
Yeah, some motherfucker
Are
is like,
you okay
how
going
can
to
we
that shop?
min-max the cost of this?
Yeah. I thought that was a very strange decision. Yes.
I mean, it probably saved them 2 cents per issue.
I'd save them a lot more than 2 cents because they're not having to print, bloody however many cardboard tiles that are the size of double the book. And it means they can fold the book in half to fit it in the bloody box, and it doesn't take up as much room, and they don't need to make as big a box.
Don't justify it.
But it sucks.
You're selling it. Next
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Michael will be buying it and going, "Look what I have!" And look, the book opens up.
Hey, he's already said he's still going to get it for the miniatures. So.
I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna resent those motherfuckers for selling me cheap shit.
So we're going back to. Are you okay, Michael?
He will be eventually.
Will be.
Anything
They'll
can
send
happen.
him his models at the end, and then he'll be okay.
So let's get back to 40k before Michael really loses it. So yeah, and the funny part about so this is book, 80 pages. It's 4 books, about 20 pages if that. And they say, oh, don't worry, you don't need to buy the book to get the detachment or campaign. It'll be free online. Okay.
So what's in the book?
What? Then hang on. What? Scratch.
I guess you're paying for some artwork.
You're paying.
Yeah, you're
five
paying for
pages of
the
lore.
fold-out map and the stickers.
The stickers better be bloody good.
But I could probably guarantee you the book will not be free. It'll be paywall behind the subscription service.
No, they talked about it being on the book itself, like the lore, and So what they
No,
said will
the
be
book that you can get it for free, but you
they
via
said
the subscription.
the detachment. The detachment was basically like how you download detachments now, the same way as you can do that. The campaign.
Yeah,
might
they'll just
be
put it on
different.
Warhammer Community.
Yeah. So you'll be able to access those detachments. Which, Space Marines
but
need more detachments.
Realistically, I'm not interested in that lore unless fucking the lion shows up and they progress the fucking story.
Anyone who's watched me any time I've talked about 40k, I couldn't give a shit about lore. Come on. Give me the game. Give me the paint.
Yeah, but I do. I barely play the game. I'm really interested in the lore.
I'm with Mike on this one.
That's why you two are here
Yeah.
to balance me out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I want the lion and his Blood Angel Twink to show up and pimp slap Gilliman and find out what's going on.
I buy the codex and practically turn to where the data sheets are.
Yeah.
And then forget about the lore.
I do that every book. I haven't read a lore for a very long time. That's why I need people like you guys to tell me what's going on in the world. I was about to say the real world. Maybe not the real world. Don't tell me what's happening in the real world. I don't want to know.
Well, it's like the most exciting thing about the lion coming back was finding out how that affected the chapter.
Yeah.
And we haven't found that out yet.
Yeah.
No, he went on some kind of fucking weird, wacky adventure and didn't bother with anything.
I'm assuming you didn't see the video for the announcement of Titus, animated and stuff.
No.
Like that. Him getting his.
Yeah. That looked really good.
It did look really good, but the way it was portrayed, I thought, because he kept saying over and over again, the Primarch has asked for the impossible. He's asked for the impossible. He's asked for the impossible. And I was going, are they going to break away from Ultramarines and just say, nah, fuck yeah? I'm in with that. I'll get down on that lore. That'd be awesome. And then he said, but I'm going to make it happen. It's, oh, fucking hell.
Titus turns around and goes, Ultramarines, we're all Deathwatch now.
Yeah.
Everyone get their chain.
Turn the ultimate Omega upside down. Great. They're all smiley. Yeah. So yeah, the decision making is a bit questionable at the moment at GW. Previews of stuff that they said is not coming out for probably. All right, say the earliest is late winter, so that is now February. So that's 3-4 months away, and you're going to get what 2-3 months worth of play. Then 11th edition drops. So it's still not a lot of time to use that campaign.
They're not going to do that because it's going to hurt the Space Marines' feelings.
Yeah, I really care about that. You're right. Yep. Alright, so question.
I mean, either that or 11th Ed will be such a minor revision change that it'll all still apply.
I think we're all expecting and hoping that it is going to be a 10.1, not a full hard reset.
I mean, 8, 9, 10 were realistically pretty minor changes.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need to kill all the codexes the way they did, I feel.
Yeah. True.
They certainly they were very similar in scope to some of the changes between like 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah. At least they did it the right way this time and actually had the indexes for free as opposed to buying the indexes. Yes, that was shit.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Cool. So they got that part right. So someone must have spoken to them, sat them down, had a good old chat and said, mate, let's have a chat. Pricing. Now,
Yeah.
you just mentioned...
Somebody told them, have you heard of the concept of the first hit's free?
That's it. Now, off air, we just talked about pricing, and Michael, you were saying that the US pricing is now about the same as...
Yeah, I was surprised that our regional price converts to basically the same amount of US dollars as the US regional price does, which was weird, but is probably more due to like weaknesses of the US dollar and tariffs. So it's probably just raised their price.
Yeah, fair enough. But we have noticed that pricing has continually increased as a recent increase in prices. Just got to use half a word here and put another half a word next to it. Just, go with that. You'll be fine. Fuck.
Misery loves company. So welcome to Australia, tax fellow Americans.
Yeah.
So the question is, we talked about are they pricing themselves the market in the fact that trying to bring new people in, like combat boxes are very expensive.
I mean, even just models like I mean, I was looking at that red gobbo.
I was going to use that example. Yeah,
$77 for this tiny little guy. I'm like,
but he's a collector's edition.
But then right next to him in the new releases section on the website, they had Marnius Calgar, who's like $90.
Yeah,
that is insane. It's like for a single model.
And don't forget, the red gobbo up to about 2 editions ago didn't have a rule. You could not play him.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a rule this time, does he?
Yeah.
He's got a rule in 10th, and he had a rule in the end of the 9th. But yeah, he had no rules. It was just, look at the cool model that you could get. You're like, but I can't play him.
Yeah, like all of the single characters are all like, they're all more than if you were to buy like a squad of frontline troops. Like it.
Yeah. So I was just out of curiosity, I was like, oh well, things like the kill teams, surely they're kind of your entry point, you know? And I just looked it up. The new Deathwatch kill team is 5 guys and is like $118.
Yeah, it's actually more expensive than buying the same squad from 40k range.
It'd be because it has the kill team one will surely have like the extra bits you need to use them as a kill team. One would assume, because it's the kill team box, so it's going to have their counters and all that bullshit. But like, fucking hell, that's not an entry point.
No, like when the new Drakari came out, I was very excited and I saw the price points, went, okay. But then of course I went over to our friends Gap Games, went, oh, that makes me feel better. So it was able to pick up, but it's still, it's okay. I see what's going on. Something wasn't working, and now I've turned it back on, so it does work. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, wow. I just looked up the cost of the intro sets and the starter sets. Like the introductory set, which doesn't really come with like, I guess it does kind of come with basic rules. Comes with like fucking 5 Marines and like 10 Gaunts. That's like nearly $100.
Yeah.
If you want to actually get the one that has like a battle mat then that's 172
Yep.
for the starter sets.
So, but remember the start. If you put that into equivalent to a board game, this is what someone's brought up before. So if you get a board game, you are generally paying over $100 for a board game. You get hours and hours and hours of fun with it. Same way as a starter kit that you're going to get from. Yeah, you should be able to play it multiple times, get hours and hours again. I get it. I understand. When you're trying to build 2,000 points or more to have choice, that hours and hours and hours suddenly becomes very expensive. The return on investment is harder to see. But yeah, the red one was the most ridiculous one I've seen so far.
A lot of the low level entry stuff has really raised in price. So then again, there's like a bit of a cost of living thing going on where a lot of things have gone up in price. So it probably isn't a shock that it's gone up.
No, it hasn't. It's just I think with the competition that's out there now, like One Page Rules just launched a starter kit. Trench Crusade is
that's true, but
huge.
those rules suck.
Trench Crusade.
I played with them and I didn't like it. It was like eating cardboard.
It's got new rules. One Page Rules got a new page.
Looking at this Combat Patrol starter set, $342.
The Combat Patrol box.
Yeah. The Combat Patrol starter set, where you get kind of like a Combat Patrol worth of guys. Yeah. But that also comes with like actual plastic terrain and stuff. And that's kind of like your normal starter set, what you would expect traditionally. Yeah. And it's like $342. Interestingly, on the topic of a board game, the new Warhammer Quest board game that they're announcing is, I think it's estimated to be about 245 or something.
How many miniatures? Yeah. Lots of miniatures and stuff?
Not a ridiculous number. But I mean, it's a board game that you can keep playing for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. It sits different. So
yeah.
I'm starting to see why 3D printing is.
Well, this is it. That's the thing, is their pricing keep going up and up and up. They cannot be surprised that more and more 3D printing showing up and up and up. Yeah. Which also
it's all right. Someone was asking about how you store your models. On like one of the Reddits, and I was like, I store my knights in a bookshelf, and I posted a picture of my bookshelf, and someone was like, haha, 3D printer, go brr, and I was like, no, I don't own one. They were flabbergasted and did not, just flat out didn't believe that I could own an entire shelf of genuine Imperial Knights.
Yeah, well, we get shocked every time we see it too.
We have a hard time believing it too, but
yeah. But then we remember you've got weapons, and we thought, yep, we agree with you, Michael. Yep.
Yeah. Ignore the Bardiche.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at in the background. Yeah. Yeah. When he's not on podcasts, he has a nice hood that goes over his head. Yeah. So pricing's been out of control. All right, and then they had a big incident recently. The breach. Where a lot of their STLs got out in the wild. I think that's why you can already get Titus. Not that we'd recommend that. Well, maybe not online. We recommend. That must have hurt.
Yeah, that's got to hurt them. Like, because that was kind of their big firewall, was that most of the STLs are kind of not as good and not very detailed and stuff like that. But if the actual STLs are accessible out there, that's going to really bump up the number of people doing 3D printing.
Yeah. So again, are you okay, GW? That was a big hit to you. Is this why we're seeing the preview for Ultramarines and stuff now, as opposed to early next year, when it was probably closer to its release date? Because it wouldn't be the first time they've rushed things, would it?
Never.
Yeah, well, I mean, because there were models that were leaked, like, wasn't it? The Nightbringer was pre-leaked, so they have shown that they're more responsive to, oh shit, everything's been leaked anyway, I guess we should actually release the info.
Yeah. It was an interesting watch them when they said, and the other model we're previewing is the Nightbringer, which, yes, you've already seen due to leak, but here it is now officially. And they actually said that. So, well, they've owned it because, it happened.
Yeah, I mean, the least you could do is release, I guess, semi-decent res pictures rather than potato cam from, you know.
Well, yeah, that's usually the joke they make. They usually make a joke about potatoes.
Yeah. Okay, where are we going? What else are they doing? Questions they're sounding.
One thing that they're doing that is very strange. I don't know if anyone has been paying attention to the Blood Bowl Season 3 announcements that have been going on. It's weird because they announced that they were going to release Season 3 and they had been rejigging the game so you didn't need to buy multiple boxes to play a team, which was a weird choice because you're like, okay, well, that's kind of annoying to everyone who's already done that and has, like, you know, I own every single team and I bought enough shit to make them all up to the proper numbers. So I was a little annoyed because I'd only recently done it. And then they've kind of brought all this stuff out now, and there's been a bunch of leaks of all the rules, and they've only done it for the positional players. So you still need to somehow get a big pile of linemen to bulk your team up to 16.
But they're the ones.
So you have to get those from boxes somewhere.
That is weird. You would think that
they've annoyed everyone.
Yeah,
they've annoyed everybody by making it so things like humans can't take 4 blitzers or stuff like that anymore, which is like really pissed a lot of people off. And you still have to buy multiple boxes to get enough linemen to field a 16-man team.
That's amusing.
Unless they plan to release boxes of just linemen, which would require them doing a massive repack and recut of all the sprues.
Yeah, why not? Sorry,
it's just so weird.
Joker has put a question or a query or something. It said, "Real interesting year on Chaos we got." Was it meant to be the year of Chaos? I thought that was last year.
I don't know. People are making jokes about the year of Chaos.
Yeah.
I don't recall them ever actually saying the year of Chaos, but they did talk about how we were going to have a bunch of Chaos treats.
They did too.
Yeah.
But I think the Chaos treats was the Emperor's Children related stuff.
Yeah, it had to be it because that's all that's been released for them this year.
No, we've Emperor's Children. We got Chaos Space Marine Codex and Chaos Space Marines. We got, I think, World Eaters.
We got all of the Chaos Codexes came out this year.
Yeah, a lot of
not all. Chaos Marines came out last year. Everyone else came out this year.
Not all. Where's my demons?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I said like Chaos. The demons are in the codexes. Just ask them.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was wild that they talked about Chaos treats in the same stream where they confirmed the death of the Demon Codex.
Yeah. Do you think it was because, as Joker's pointed, maybe it was the year of the demons, but they just got the wrong scenario because the Chaos Dwarves dropped. We got Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah, there was a lot of Chaos stuff in other game systems as well. Like we've got all that absolutely cool looking new Nurgle stuff in AOS.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Like,
so I guess
there's been a lot of.
If you're sort of talking from like every game, it was the year of Chaos.
Yeah, there was heaps of Chaos. Objectively, a lot of Chaos came out this year. But there was also a lot of Space Marines that came out this year.
So what about, speaking of the releases and they're talking about, and here's our previews of our roadmap and stuff like that. Remember the roadmap that said, here's the images of the next stuff coming up? And Imperial Knights kept appearing, disappearing and stuff like that for their codex. But the big ones was, there's a salamander.
And the Drukhari dropped off.
Yeah, completely. Then they showed a salamander, a white scar, iron hands. We're going, oh my god, is they getting codexes? That build up.
All the chapters that got combat patrols and new characters.
Well, not everyone got new characters. Some of us got new models of old characters.
That's what I said.
But it really built up. There was going to be a lot more than what we got. One model, one detachment.
I seem to recall that's what I initially told you I was expecting.
Yeah, but I was living in a dream.
Because a specific Salamander Codex was a big reach.
Yeah,
I agree. I totally agree, but they should have done it anyway.
There was barely enough for a pamphlet, let alone a codex.
I think what they could have done is, same with, they could have been doing it for the other ones, is bring out the Drake, not Terminators. All right? And
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. So it's not just
Same thing
here's
with the
a new
Deathwing.
model
Give them an
that's the same
upgrade
thing.
sprue.
Yeah, that's what they could have done
Yeah.
with those.
But that would also involve not showing favoritism to the Ultramarines.
Yeah, I think we're now dabbling into the what have you done for us lately, which is next month. So we'll go back to checking on their sanity. Yeah. Yeah. What are the notes I got down here? Oh yeah, the whole. They decided to do one. I can't remember what it was. The first one that came out was that 2-week pre-order that they decided to do, and now that's become the norm. The pre-orders are now 2 weeks, even
And
when
not
selling
one.
out within the same day, sometimes within minutes. What's
Yeah, or just not going up for sale because they're indefinitely delayed in Australia.
Yeah, so I have to question their reasoning behind it. They've got very big issues with scalpers. We know that, and they should all be strung out and beaten senselessly. But this is not how you combat it. Unless you
Yeah.
are making more within those 2 weeks to counteract them selling out within 3 minutes of going live. But they don't do that.
Yeah.
I would even go.
It's-
Sometimes it was past 3. It was before 3 minutes. It was like, right, it's 12 o'clock now. I'll refresh. Sold out. It was like
there's been
10
ones where it was
seconds.
less than 60 seconds. Like it was
Yeah.
immediate.
Yeah. So I don't get their thinking on and still maintaining a 2-week pre-order.
I think this is where Games Workshop responds in the chat by posting the gifs of the guy wiping his tears with the dollar bills.
Fair. That's fair. They get paid. They don't
Like-
really care. Yeah.
They're like, a scalper buys it, you buy it, we get the same money.
Yeah.
This is how you wind up with AI scalper bot wars, like what we saw with video cards and stuff, where like there's eBay sales, and it's like, do not buy this if you're a human. We will send you a brick wrapped in a piece of paper that says whatever thing on it, but because the title is the thing, the scalper bot just buys it. And
Nice.
then they have bots to combat that, and then there's bots that combat the bots that combat the bots, and it, yeah, you go cross-eyed.
War games.
AI was a mistake.
Well, that's before we even
Butlerian
got into
Jihad had it
AI.
right.
You might be right.
I think them going out to two weeks was real questionable because, yeah, and especially when it was sold out,
Yeah.
why just remove it? Because you're gonna you go, oh, I really want that. Oh, I can't get it.
Yeah, so when,
Yeah, like-
anyhow,
when I pre-order something, I'm
And
expecting to get it day one. So if I pre-order it and I get it several weeks later because they had to make it, said no, that's not pre-order. Could have just gone down the shop. Yeah, that doesn't work that way, and it doesn't help the local gaming stores either with their pre-orders.
Or you go there and you've got it, and you've got the email that says it's coming to your store, and you go, look, I won't go on a Saturday. I'll go in on Sunday. Everything's cool. Walk in, you go, how can I help you? I'm here for my sonnet. I'm here for my Emperor's Children box. It didn't make it onto delivery, but I have the email showing it's on its way. Yeah, it didn't make it. So when am I going to get it? And I look at the shelf and I've gone, you've got them on the shelf. Can I take? No, you can't take them.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous that the non-pre-ordered ones show up before the pre-order ones. That is fucking bonkers.
So,
Yeah.
And
if anyone's
this
playing
is
at
why-
home, that is 2 triggers that we've set off tonight. So
and that's why pre-ordering is a mugs game.
That's all right. Does anyone remember the fucking Cacophonist when it came out? I ordered
Yeah.
2 of
Yes.
them. One of the ones that I ordered back when it came out showed up yesterday.
oh my god.
When was that?
Oh, I forgot about it. I forgot I'd ordered a second one.
Wow. It's a long tour for him to finally make it back home. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
They sent him on the slowest donkey out of the
Yeah.
Norwich.
Some poor bastard had to come from England via the land route through Asia and then swim across Indonesia
Yeah.
whilst holding the cacophonist out of the water.
It's made of plastic. Should be right.
I'm just thinking of the Simpsons and the ice. Do you come up with any other idea of how to get ice? No. But yeah, they've got really questionable things. Yeah, they're not well with the pre-orders. They're trying to do their best, I feel, but they're not. The Are You Okay definitely is
Yeah,
in
I was
question.
going to say, I feel like probably their original rationale for the 2-week pre-order was to try and figure out their fucking supply chain issues so that things would actually be there in time.
Yeah.
And it's like they've just forgot that's the issue they were trying to fix and have just moved on when it didn't fix it.
Yeah. No, it sounds about right. Yeah. It just reminded me of why haven't they fixed it yet? What is wrong with them? Their fucking website, their store site.
It's not good.
Oh my god, that's being kind. I can't believe they're still using that. And, okay. They paid someone a lot of money for that.
I log in and it goes, oh, you're in the UK. No.
Oh my god, every time. I said, how do you not know who I am by now? I'm logged in.
There you go. Are you okay? There's another one.
Yeah, there's a trigger. Because then I was starting to go down the Warhammer Plus animation stuff. It's, oh my god, trying to get into that. Oh my god. It's okay. Am I okay? I'm okay. I need a drink. Something stronger than this. What else?
So,
we got?
yeah.
Daddy needs his nerves tonic.
3 triggers so far. We're going well. One more for the full set. What can we trigger Mark with? All right. Do we feel rushed? Does everything feel rushed? Did the Emperor's Children, for example, feel rushed?
Yeah. Strangely, I've been getting a lot of the time you get this drip feed vibe whilst also feeling rushed.
Yeah. Go on, Mark.
Yeah, agreed. And it kind of blows my mind a little bit that yes, they're drip feeding, so they're stalling for time, and then it still feels half baked.
Yeah. And I think part of the problem is that it's the overlapping drip feeds for multiple different products. So you forget how long they've been doing it, and you're like, oh shit, it's here already. The next thing's been announced before the previous thing has been available.
But and not only that though, the errata comes out like the day of or a week after the release, and
yeah.
And this is where that 2 weeks pre-order doesn't help either, because something's finally come out. We're already pre-ordering something because that pre-order went live the week before.
There's been multiple times I've pre-ordered a pre-order before my previous pre-order has arrived.
Yes.
And I'm like, what?
Yep. Did that, yeah. I think it was the Lord of Poxes and whatever came out around his time. I said, okay, that was a lot all at once. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
And do we feel like the rush has impacted the quality?
I kind of do.
Not of the physical models, I don't think, but it has, I feel, impacted some of the quality of the supplemental materials. I've noticed more mistakes in assembly instructions. There's been a lot of things that have needed to be errated because the rules were written stupidly, Yeah. I've seen more mistakes in instruction manuals in the last year than I think I did in the previous 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to agree. Over the past couple of weeks, like joins number 33 to 34, and you look in the sprue and there is no 33.
Ah, you're right. I just realised.
The common one I've seen is like
23.
Yeah, they use the same number multiple times, and it's not the correct number.
No.
It is. It's like 23 the second time, but That kind of
and you
shit.
look at the picture, you're looking at the sprue, you go, oh, I'm looking for 23. No, that's not the piece I'm looking for. And then when you actually look at the piece, you go,
Yeah.
that is the piece I'm looking for.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to do like a visual identification. And
Yeah.
it's worse when they make it the mistake the other way round, and so you put the wrong piece because it's a similar piece. It's almost always a gun or an arm, and you put the wrong one on the previous model, and then you're like, oh fuck.
And see, when you throw that into something like Tyranids, where I'm gluing claw and slightly different claw onto a nub, you're like, this is
Yeah.
suboptimal.
The joke
It's all right
is...
if you're doing a chaos.
So,
Yeah.
though, I will say one thing. Tyranids instructions are definitely better than they used to be, because it used to be they just gave you a picture of what it was assembled and went, yeah, go.
Go nuts.
Like
I could get the photocopied sheet I got with the barbed Hierodule, where it's like, here's a picture of the thing assembled, just put it together.
Yeah. Seems
yeah,
It's like, thanks, Forge World, fuck off.
fair. So
yeah,
Joker...
yeah. That's literally like when I started my army, I was like, okay, and it was just kind of like, here's a gene stealer for reference. That's what, if it looks roughly like this, yeah, you're in the ballpark.
All right, so...
Which was fine when they had universal arm sockets.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
okay.
So...
But now they all don't.
Trigger number 4's come up. That's for me again. The complexity of the new models that are overly complicated, like putting them together and going, why do I have to get this under his armpit, through his left foot, and through his nostril to put a backpack on? What the actual...
This last 6 months, I think, is the first time I've seen they've started putting on some instructions for some kits, like big like exclamation mark, this piece goes on first.
Yeah.
Like they have multiple pieces being put on one
Yep.
step. The one of them will be labeled, this goes on first.
Yeah.
Because if you don't put it on first, you can't put the rest on.
Yeah. It's nuts.
And
It's
it's like,
real dad.
complications. I'm going,
It never used to be that
why?
complicated.
No, because I've got an old Terminator squad up there, and I cracked it open. I thought I'll put it together, and you don't even need the instructions. There's body, there's leg, there's arm.
Any leg fits any body, any body fits any arm, any gun
Correct.
fits any arm,
It showed you
and
how
any
to
head
assemble
fits any
one
torso.
out of the whole lot. I went, yeah. Where this one, I got
Yeah.
to make sure I'm using this sprue and don't get it mixed up with this one, because if I use his leg, it won't fit there, and his leg, oh my god. Yeah, thanks for the trigger number 4, fucking pricks.
And it's like, if you want to have this gun, you need to use this gun with these arms, because the other
Ah.
arms don't fit the
So-
fucking gun.
What do you reckon they're doing that for? Is it to try and counteract the 3D printing, like the add-ons that you get, or is it trying to kill customizing the models?
I feel like it does allow for, like, because these new models are a lot more dynamic and
Yeah.
interesting and detailed
Absolutely.
than the universal ones where the arms could go anywhere.
Yes.
Like, they do look better, and they're focused more on that high quality than on that user experience.
Yeah, user experience is pretty terrible. I just want to reach out to chat, because Joker's echoing a few things that we've been saying. The mistakes in the rules, dear Lord, or missing war gear options, but the model has it in the kit. Yeah. At least I remember this one. At least 40k Marines don't have 2-piece shoulder pads. I remember when they did.
Fucking yeah, there's a lot of heresy
Thank you
Marines
very
that
much
have
for the
two-part
follow.
shoulder
Welcome to the
pads.
channel. Sorry, I just had that in my ear, just loud. But Nanako, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the podcast. Feel free to have your say about why do we think that GDO might have lost their mind a bit. But I remember the split pads. Oh my god! Even the Death Guard have them to get around a horn. I'm going, fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. And the horn is separate as well.
Oh.
That said,
Yeah.
I mean, do you spend as much time cleaning mold lines and
Yes.
things like that? on current models
Yes.
as you did on the
I
old
spend
ones.
more time
I spend more
cleaning
time.
mold lines
Yeah.
on the new models because if you don't clean the mold lines, they don't fucking fit together.
Yeah.
I was about to tell the story that my son keeps running into because he's a fairly new to the game and he's a fairly new modeler. He doesn't clean his mold lines very well at all, if at all. And sometimes you cannot put the fucking push fit model together because the mold lines are in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
spend
you
more
have
time.
to be
That could
more
because,
fastidious.
I think I spend more time because more people are watching me put things together. So there could be different reasons.
Well, yeah, that's true. And look,
And I
don't get me
appreciate
started
it.
on how much
Keep
it hurts
watching
my
me.
brain. Don't get me started on how much it hurts my brain when someone creates this beautiful, detailed, amazing kit bash and then paints it really, really well and hasn't cleaned any of the mold lines off it.
Okay,
I
Michael,
hate-
don't
And I
come
just-
anywhere near mine.
Just want to
I hate
fucking
when
ice pick someone.
Yeah.
So,
I've
so-
thought I've done
don't-
all of them,
While
and I've done a great
so
job.
while
Don't
we're
come-
triggering here,
Twitch in Minecraft. It's a joke.
so while we're
don't come and look
triggering
at my
here,
models,
how
Michael.
do you feel about gun barrels not being drilled?
I'm fine with that.
I have not drilled a gun barrel in a long time, eh? I got very lazy on that one.
Yeah, I don't drill. I never will.
I got small enough
once
drill bits
again,
to do it. I just can't be fucked.
I've got
once
the tools to
again,
do it.
don't look at my
No.
models. Don't pick them up and go really close. Look at from the table and go, wow, look, they're really awesome. Because
That's good
it's going to
tactic,
trigger
Brandon.
you.
Mine from afar, but far from fine.
Alright, so now we should be all checking Wobbly Player syndrome. Are you okay? Because we went off in a bit of a rant there. That was good. First step is talking about it. Every
I
month,
thought
this is
first
our
step
session.
is not talking about Fight Club.
I don't know what you're talking about because I wouldn't talk about it.
Put your faith in a higher power.
Yes, Wobbly Player Syndrome is not actually a 40k podcast. It's a therapy session for us. It's what else we got? Yeah, Felt Rush. I feel Empress Children was one of the ones I brought up because I don't feel like it was a full release. But you,
Point at the model where the bad man
Yeah.
touched you.
I mean, GW now have a bit of a history of releasing new factions and really kind of half baking it.
Half
they give you
releasing
like
new factions.
yeah, they give you like 4 units and then call it a day and don't like follow up to actually fill it out. Because
And I
we
can
had it
see
with
why-
Votan, we had it with
World
Empress
Eaters.
Children, we had it with Custodes, World Eaters, we've had it with like all of
Yeah,
them.
and I can
maybe.
see why they don't want to create like a 30 data sheet, army and release that in one hit. Like that is just absolutely astronomical for their ability to organize and mobilize their resources as a company.
Yeah.
It's almost completely unrealistic. But it'd be nice if they tried.
Yeah, and I mean, and when you see them adding the 150th unit to Space Marines, when like you can't even have like a heavy support option for a whole bunch of their armies, like
Yeah.
and yes, I understand Space Marines are their bread and butter and everything, but you need to have somebody to fight that isn't Space Marines.
Just note that.
Yeah,
at
but
the- I was just going to say the World Championships, the two most factions represented were, one of them was Space Marines, the other one was Eldari. Eldari is the favourite son in 40k. Let's not kid ourselves. When are they being nerfed? Never!
It is
Well-
it is kind of a thing. Like Space Marines have always been the poster boy.
Yeah.
And Eldari have always felt like there was a games designer who had a favored son.
Yes.
They never quite get the release love, but they do often get the rules love.
They got the release love recently. They got all the new, what are the
Yeah, not always.
archers.
They do sometimes.
Yeah, but they finally did get one. It was a pretty impressive run. Except they
I mean,
lost
how
the
long
Striking
did they have
Scorpion
the
Edgar.
the
Kurdos.
previous generation of Aspect Warrior models were around for a long time.
Let's
Yes.
talk about Catachan Jungle Fire, shall we?
Well, yeah, but no one plays Catachan Jungle Fighters, so they don't care.
Aren't they just Cadia?
No, mine are Cadians, where I cut the heads off my metal Catachans and put Cadian heads on them. That's what you do.
No trigger here. No trigger here.
There's your trigger.
I could go get them. They're in a box. I do have a bunch of them.
Are they painted up nice?
No, I painted them in like 1996, dude.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
earlier because
my
they're
catechins
metal
like that
catechins.
too, yeah.
That's even better.
I'm just going to put this link up for probably for me. Did that work? No, of course that did not work. Yeah, don't know why that didn't do it work. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're all pricks.
Are you okay, Greg?
It's fine. It's fine. There you go. There's the link. I'll just bookmark that for later. There's 3 guys picking on me. Fine.
I want to join Cadia.
Oh, fuck off. Alright, so next month it might just be me on the podcast after these pricks. Be good. Someone is upset. Thank you, Icepack. I'm not upset.
It's taken a while, I think.
I'm okay. Yeah, that's more like it, Joker. What else? That's all the notes I had. What else is we're questioning? Look, let's go to Astra Militarum. That's fine. They put jungle fighters in there, made them shit. Still have them in there though. Right? And they've got very big love for. What are they called? Cocksuckers? No, Cadians.
The Krieg.
Krieg.
Krieg are fine. I don't have an issue
The
with them.
Krieg are getting all the love currently.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with them. But they did.
I mean, we only recently got new plastics for the Cadians. We were also using the plastic kit that was nearly as old as the Catechins.
Yeah. Nearly as old as the Catechins. Yep.
Well, yeah, I know, because I bought the Catechins when they first came out.
There's a closing down sale at the games cupboard in Woden. That's how long ago.
Yeah, when I bought my Catechins, they came in boxes of 20.
It was the battle box. Anyway, don't need to reminisce and remember how old I am because I hide my grey with highlights.
I can't.
I embrace it. You can see the shine.
Astra Miller, yeah, Imperial Guard. I know. There's no Imperial Guard. There's no Astra. It's just Catachan. But yeah, what do I know? I know everything. There was something else I was going to bring up, but you bastards had sidetracked me with anger. So, good. Well done.
That seems fair.
Too many
You were gonna.
data
You wanted
sheets
to
for
talk about.
units that are the same?
Yeah, you wanted to
that
talk about
one you
units
had?
that filled the same role.
Oh, I didn't. That wasn't not a trigger for me, but have they? I think that's the biggest issue I have with 10th edition is everything has to have a special rule and it has to be different, even though they're essentially the same role. And that's like Adam, you're talking about. You're going to teach someone how to play 10th edition. Great, as
Yes.
the edition changes. The rules themselves are simple. That's not what makes it complicated. The fact that every unit has special rules that cannot be the same as anyone else complicates this game.
Well, yeah, they've moved away from this is a unit, it can take different loadouts.
Yeah.
They've moved to every loadout is a separate unit.
Yeah.
Like, look at all of the new land speeders.
Yeah.
You know, or the gladiator
Gladiators.
tanks, or
Even
all
the
those. It's like
Scourges for
the
Dark
gladiators
Age,
are 3 separate.
Yeah, Drakari even got the Scourges split into 2, so carbines or heavy weapons. Is it really?
Yeah.
Why? But that's because they took
mean, at
the
least
points system out.
Yeah, and you can't modify them properly with the points because the current point system is not points; it's
It's a
fucking
power
combat
level.
power.
Yeah. This was not meant to be a rant episode.
Are you kidding me? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Look, it is weird how they keep bringing out models. Data sheets, and sort of going. Why does it have to have a different rule to someone who does like Space Marines is a good example because you still got Firstborn, you got Primaris, but never shall they have the same rules, even though, Tactical Squad is an Intercessor Squad. And
Well, it's not, but it is.
No, it's not, but it is. Yeah, correct. That's real words. It makes sense. So why? And you're right. The Gladiators, 3 different data sheets, 3 different special rules. Same tank, with different loadouts, but different rules. Why?
And yeah, I think it's because they want everything to feel like a more impactful decision by taking the different options. Because if they were just 3 different data sheets that had the exact same rules, just different guns, we'd all be saying, why the fuck are they 3 separate data sheets? They've all got the same rules.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of getting ahead of us on that argument, I feel.
But I don't think they need to have 3 data sheets, because now I can have 9 Gladiators I want as opposed to 3. Because
Yes, this is the problem they've given themselves. The fucking what was it? The boomdacker jet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had to change the rules about because it just got spammed.
Yeah. Just bring back the points system and we'll be happy.
Yeah, I will be happier with an actual point system.
Oh my god. So much easier. Yeah. Doesn't work. Power level does not work. Clearly, that's why you've split the carbines and the heavy weapons for the Scourges, because nobody ran them with just the carbines, and they were cheap as chips because you didn't have to pay for the heavy weapons.
Yeah.
Just silly talk. Are you okay? I don't know. I feel like I need to have a rest after this, that's for sure. Chat, what else have you seen that GW has done that's gone a nice big head scratcher? What were they thinking? Let us know. What have we got left? I don't know.
I think that's probably should be about it, looking at the time.
Yeah, you are correct. Holy crap. We should not talk about... Don't put anything in chat. We're getting out of here. My God. This was a rant and a rage and fun. Good. All right, we'll wrap it up. There are some questionable things by GW at the moment. We do know 11th edition's around the corner. Is that the reason for their sanity check? I think they've lost it well before that happened.
It has
GW's
definitely been an
run by
initiative.
Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8 Ball. Nice. Yep. Oh, he's going to reach back.
I was trying to figure out where mine's gone. No, my son's taken it.
Make all these important decisions, clearly. Yeah.
Or if you want to go conspiracy theory, maybe they've been taken over by AI.
Yeah, it's being run by an algorithm.
Is this why they're not releasing the Men of Iron? Because they're actually running the place?
Potentially.
Do.
Don't want to give the game away too soon.
That's it.
It's fucking, what's his name? 251 or whatever it was.
But it should be friendly with me because I always say thank you.
I say
to
please as well. Yes.
Which apparently
number
you
of
should
times-
never do because it wastes computing
I
power.
know,
of
and
like...
I don't care.
I know. It's awesome.
Oh, but yeah, but it also wastes computing power when I tell my Google Home to go fuck itself because it goes, oh, sorry.
Very lovely.
I'm actually surprised it didn't guilt trip you, because every time I shout at my Google Assistant or whatever, it goes, "I'm sorry you feel that way," and kind of like puts the,
Oh,
like,
wow, the
mental
worst
guilt.
apology.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going
it's
to wrap
like-
it up before we go down another tangent. This was an episode of looking at GW and going, are you okay, GW? It is a serious question you should ask your friends and people, especially you haven't seen for a while, just to keep in touch, make sure they are okay. Their link is up there in the chat there. Do yourself a favour, reach out to someone you haven't spoken to for a while. Say hi. And don't tell them to buy towel. What else is going to happen? What else is happening this month? Not much. Hobby Nights is normal. You can find the guy in the corner there called Adam. Where do you find him? Social.
Pronto 40k on my Instagram.
Yep. You can find Red Belly Black
Or-
on Instagram. Whoa!
or- Or on the Forges Discord server.
Oh, look at that. He's advertising the Discord channel. Yes, we do have a Discord channel. It's cool. It's called The Forge. You should join us and share your love for the hobby and game. I like to see what's going on in the world. What else? Mark, what do you got to spruik?
Nothing.
Good, excellent. Let's move on then. All right, thank you very much for joining us, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. And catch me on Hobby Nights as usual on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch and Kick. It's fun there. There is a sale going on at my store because I'm apparently having an anniversary for my affiliate for Twitch. Who knew? So the code has been published in the chat. If you missed it, you better harass me on Tuesday for it. Good night, Adam.
Good night.
Good night, Mark.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone else. And we'll let Mike take it away.
So, the next time you see your mate G-Dub, make sure you ask them, are you okay? Because they've been doing some pretty wackadoo stuff lately. And even if they're not okay, you can always join us next month for more Wobbly Player Syndrome.